Now, people will say, wake up. It was a cash. They needed the cash. They were in trouble financially.
But two things can be true at once. Did you really have to backhand us as if we don't matter? Welcome, everyone, to the second episode of the RF Show with Todd and Andy. We finished the first one. Really, it was a lot of fun, so we figured...
Why not?
Yeah, we figured we'll put out another one. Maybe we'll get like 6 or 7 of these out.
God willing.
God willing, if we can get there.
I mean, it's been so much fun, though. A blast.
Right. It took us a year to put out one. We think we can do better on the second.
Well, yeah, it has been great. You're my first cousin.
That's right.
Which is cool, and we've shared a lot of experiences for sports.
Yep. I have 3 big sports moments that you're a part of. My first ever triple play was with you.
That's right.
However, I caught my triple play like this, walking up the aisle like that. That's how I saw a triple play.
But you saw it.
I did.
Okay.
The Super Bowl, we won the Steelers, won the Super Bowl in Detroit.
That's
with
right.
You.
Willie, touchdown! Boom, baby! Boom!
And then the all-timer is when Pitt beat Penn State.
Which they never did.
Never did with you, and I had to stop you from rushing the field.
I was going to rush the field. It was great. How good was Pitt Stadium back in the day?
It was a dump, but it was a lovable dump.
But it was our dump.
It was our dump. You know, the Random Fandom really began January of 2025. We made a trip to Pittsburgh. I had to be there to visit family. And I said to you, I really want to go see the Penguins because I don't live there anymore. It might be my last time to see the big 3, which is Crosby, Evgeny Malkin, Chris Letang, longest running trio in sports history. Penguins are probably my team in my heart that lives the most. And I wanted one last chance to say goodbye before the band retires.
Right.
So we went to Pittsburgh, and we're going to go see the Penguin game, and that was the original plan. But you sort of came up with a different alternative to kind of make this a better experience.
Well, because if we got screwed on the game,
Yep.
what are we going to do?
Right.
Or if we put all our eggs in the game's basket. And
Which we've done before.
yeah, and you can become very deflated.
Right. Disappointed.
Yeah, if you get on a road trip and you go to see your team on the road, it doesn't win.
Why am I wasting money on a plane ticket to go see this fucking team?
And all you've done is hang around all day waiting for the game, and then next thing you know, boom, they're down 3-4-0 before you even get your ass in the seat. Now you're in trouble.
Right, you've spent a lot of money, you've spent a lot of time, you've made a lot of effort, and you see your team
Jerry,
lose.
I'm still as pissed off as I've ever been.
And so it was kind of like, what can we do that's not curated? Because we are on our own program anyway.
All the time.
Right. So what are we going to do? So, you know, we wanted to go and see the murals. There's such a connection between sport and arts and a lot of history. We didn't really know, you know, Pittsburgh, everybody thinks, oh, Pittsburgh's such a football town. It is.
And we were there 3 days after the Steelers lost the playoff game. We spent a day in January, and it was all baseball. And it wasn't the baseball of 2025.
Yeah, Josh Gibson had a beautiful mural of him, one of the great players of all time in the Negro League history.
And he was everywhere.
And he was everywhere. And I've been there a million times over the bridge in Homestead, seeing it, the Homestead Grays.
My father used to take me to Chido's Tavern. It was great, but it's a shame it's gone. Yep.
I mean, there are people who are wearing a Homestead Grays hat. Where's Homestead? I've got to imagine people are like, yeah, it's Homestead Grays. It's in Pittsburgh. We went to the Roberto Clemente Museum, which was tremendous.
It was rich.
Looking at all these signed baseballs by Clemente and this one that he wrote to Joe L. Brown, who was the GM. I hope that Three Rivers will treat you as well as Forbes Field treated me. With great admiration and respect, Roberto Clemente.
We really got to experience Pittsburgh in a way that was not our father's Pittsburgh. This was our Pittsburgh.
Right, and our sports journey began at 10 in the morning rather than an hour before face-off. And so one of the things that happened while we were there is about midway through our day, we saw some flurries. And then by 5 o'clock, a freak surprise snowstorm hit right at rush hour. We headed out to go to the hockey game, and 45 minutes later, we haven't cleared a quarter mile.
We've gone 3 or 4 blocks in 15 minutes.
We couldn't get to the Penguin game. We tried everything we could. We just couldn't get there. So we had to bail. And the whole reason we came on this trip was to go see a hockey game we couldn't go to.
So we basically ditched the car.
Yep.
Ditched the game.
And went off on foot to find dinner because we couldn't drive anywhere to eat.
Right. We went to Caliente Pizza and Subs. I listened to Steelers postgame and the Penguins too.
And it was terrific.
Yeah, it was great. Great pizza.
And meanwhile, we're sitting there eating and we're reflecting on our day and we're realizing everything we did today was so fun. We were totally fine without getting to the game. Not just going to the game, but digging into the city a little bit before the game and after the game.
Creating our own sports journey.
Yep. And really getting a chance to maybe see parts of Pittsburgh in a way I, who grew up here, didn't see. And the light bulb went off.
Right.
There's still a lot of things in sports that you and I haven't seen. And sports is going through massive transformation right now. Many of the things we want to see might not be there in 5, 6, 7 years with the way things are changing. So that was really, after Pittsburgh, we decided to say, let's do this on the reg.
Right.
You know, and really make 6 or 7 trips before the year ends, really hitting the things that were so valuable to both of us that we really wanted to see.
There were places you wanted to go to.
Yes.
You know, turning 50.
Yep. And it was kind of like a bucket list. We had this feeling that sports was dying. The way we grew up watching sports was dying. That was kind of the impetus. And then this has led to a whole year of traveling to see different things and really building out this mission of what Random Fandom is. Colleges switching conferences.
Ugly.
Real ugly.
Real ugly.
But not ugly economically. It's ugly to the fans.
Oh, it's very ugly to the fans. I mean, look no further than the University of Maryland. I was raised in Baltimore. I loved Maryland basketball. Loved it from the time I was 10 years old.
Did you see Len Bias play?
I saw Len Bias play, Buck Williams. I mean, Maryland had a great program. ACC was a true basketball conference. Football was never
the driver.
Never.
No. And the wars between, I mean, it felt like every team in that conference had a rival with everybody.
And the rivalries were unbelievable. Duke, hated Duke, hate Duke. NC State, North Carolina, hate them. I remember J.R. Reed went to play at Maryland, and his real name is Herman. And they just started chanting, Herman. I'm telling you, tickets were hard to get, too. A Maryland-Duke game in February was a hard ticket to get.
And I remember Cole Fieldhouse. I remember one thing about it, hot.
It was a barn.
It was a total barn. It looked like one of those right out of Indiana style buildings.
It was great.
Welcome to Indiana basketball.
It was great. And Maryland was such an underdog because it was like they didn't fit. They were always like the outsider because they were the furthest school north.
Right, because that was almost like a North Carolina conference in people's mind.
Yes, it was. And that's where they usually had the ACC tournament in Greensboro or...
Rusty LaRue comes in with a badly sprained thumb, and Randolph Childress has a dislocated finger. Dan, what is the latest on Randolph Childress, and how will it affect him? Well, let's...
You got all the days of the old Raycom, Jefferson Pilot, all those announcers.
Bones McKinney and Billy Packard.
You know, we talk about mechanics in refereeing.
The poor kid, he went down the floor stumbling. I said to myself...
That's the proper way, though.
What? Oh, is that proper?
It was an event when Maryland basketball played on it during the week. It was at 9 o'clock at night. 9 o'clock. And it was appointment television.
So when we talk about teams in college moving conferences, you know, the whole conversation in sports media revolves around the economics of it, the travel for the players. Nobody really ever focuses on what it's like for John Q. Fan, who's spent his whole life as a fan of a team, and these are the teams I hate. And all this, and my whole life was built around going to seeing Maryland versus Duke or Maryland versus NC. And now you got to sell me on Rutgers and Iowa.
I'm sorry. Maryland, Northwestern is not a rivalry. Maryland, Illinois is not a rivalry.
No.
And I haven't been interested in Maryland since. Now, I'm sure people will say, wake up. It was a cash. They needed the cash. They were in trouble financially.
But two things can be true at once. We can understand why you did what you did. Doesn't mean I like it, doesn't mean I have to support it, but I get why you did it. But did you really have to backhand us as if we don't matter? Because that's the whole comment. Well, every other sport doesn't matter. It's football and nothing else.
And maybe I'm being very sentimental, and I probably am. I just wanted so badly for the fans to say, this is just not going to happen.
But could you at least acknowledge the pain for people who have really relied on being a part of something and you took it away?
I guess I'm sentimental. I guess I'm a little bit of a purist.
What it does for me is it motivates me as a fan to go see all the historic nostalgia in college that's left before they bulldoze the shit out of it.
Yeah.
So when we went to Hinkle and we went to Mackey and we went to Nippert, which is the oldest or second oldest college football stadium in the U.S.
Historic Nippert Stadium. Not many people would think Nippert is historic.
Nippert.
I feel great because they're not my teams, but I can really appreciate the history, seeing Archie Griffin in person and in bronze.
Right. Yeah, those are the things
That's all college is left for me. It's nostalgia.
I want the Weatherman's golf tip.
So it's the gift-giving season in the sports fan world, and you get a lot of people who have to buy a gift for a sports fan, and they're a little overwhelmed, and they often end up going down some form of a wearable.
I will walk into the store. Oh, he loves that team. I'm going to buy him a hat. I'm really picky on what I get.
So that's probably the first thing, is to find out if you're buying for a picky fan or you're buying for someone who will just smile no matter and be excited no matter what you get them.
Right.
Because if it's a picky one, you might not want to go down that lane because you're likely to swing and miss.
One of my relatives, not you, but one of my relatives, every year, she always gets me something I love. And it's always thought-provoking, and it's always based on a trip when she comes east. We're at a place and she'll stop and she'll secretly duck out and get me a present. It's always good.
Yeah.
Not this year.
Not this year?
No. She bought something on Amazon. I love her to death, right? She bought something on Amazon that was AI generated, an AI generated logo that they put on a blanket.
No bueno?
No bueno. No bueno, because it wasn't authentic. It wasn't official. She doesn't know whether it's official or not.
Right.
I usually buy my own stuff. I don't want it to just sit there and not wear it. Like, oh, you bought me whatever. And it's like, yeah, A, it doesn't fit.
Yep.
Right. So is this going to fit them?
Are there other things besides wearables that you could buy a sports fan for a holiday gift that they would like?
Yeah, I would say hooded sweatshirts.
That's wearables.
Oh, yeah, you did say that. Okay. Mugs are always nice.
Mugs.
Yeah, like a Yeti mug or something like that. Something.
Do you think it's okay to buy the dog sports gear?
100%.
Yes?
Yeah, yeah.
And what would you buy? What kind of sports gear is acceptable for the family dog?
My dog has a scarf. That's a Steelers scarf.
Does the dog wear the scarf?
No.
So how does the dog have the scarf? Don't you have a scarf?
I have a scarf that
but
was bought for my dog. A leash.
Okay.
A leash is definitely...
Did your dog get all excited for the scarf?
My dog will take it in her mouth, and she'll run with it for like a minute, and then she's done.
There's a category of gift that you could buy for a sports fan that most people don't realize. Check out if their stadium does a tour. Buy them tickets to the tour.
Yes.
This really kind of hidden gem of a holiday gift.
It's amazing, and it sounds simple, but it's really a gift for a diehard sports fan. You could take a tour of most stadiums to see of your favorite team.
Right. A lot of people, when they think tour, they think schnorr.
Yeah.
And for the sports fan, if you have someone who is just so into a team, it's not a schnorr.
We had our niece in from Switzerland, and her dad's a big Yankee fan. So I said, well, what if we do a tour for Yankee Stadium? Thrilled. We went, and we got to go to Monument Park, into the press box. We went all over.
Right.
The bullpen. It was great.
So you've done stadium tours. Are there ones that really stand out for you that say, these are the ones that were so good?
Yeah, the Dodger Stadium one was by far the best one I've ever done. The tour guide knew his stuff and could give you interesting nuggets. You know, I got to be on the field. I was in the dugout. I got pictures of me in the dugout. We took a tour of Lumen Field in Seattle.
We're geeking out today. It's awesome.
And that was great.
Right.
So literally, for $36,
Right.
we got to go through the tunnel.
And most of these start in the team stores because the team stores are in the building.
They want to get you to buy something.
Right. And the other thing I think is great about the tour is most of them you're not going to be packed with 30, 40, 50, 60 people. You might feel like you're having a private experience.
Correct.
It was amazing. We got to see things I've never seen being in the stadium on game day.
Right. They curate a backstage, behind the scenes, and it's cheap.
Right. I mean, the Seattle tour was $36.
For $36.
And that includes the fees.
So that is a very special gift, I would suggest, for your diehard sports fan.
And gets you out of the lane of, I'm trying to buy a shirt, a hat, a sweatshirt, and I have no idea what to do.
Right.
Moral of the story or message, there are some really cool things out there for sports fans, but you got to stop, you got to take a little look around, and you got to do a little digging.
They have an extra long pair of the candy striped pants. They're in like the youth.
Oh.
Extra large, so they're long, $70.
And that's what we do, and we teed this one up for you. Well, that's it for our latest episode of the RF Show with Todd and Andy.
Thanks for watching.
Yeah, please like and subscribe. Click those buttons.
Click those buttons.